Maybe. You gonna jump down and find out?
Maybe later. Alright, so we're at this mine here. And this is the mine that probably about 4 months ago, I guess, turned the whole Ivanhoe River orange. Now, I don't really want to go down it because it's full of orange sludge, and I know these mines are bloody horrible. And also, I don't want to be blamed for turning the river orange again, but it goes down in there. I probably should get my torch out and show you at least what we're talking about down here, but you can see even at the entrance here it's very orange. And hopefully you can see right down in there. It looks like it goes a long way in, full of mud and water. Are there boards? Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's boards I can see that you can walk across down here. But anyway, I want to leave this mine alone. The next thing is I've got to climb up this bloody tree to get out. Oh, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I don't just shoot off down the hill here.
Hopefully.
Oh, my phone decided to though.
Oh, you lost it.
That's not ideal. But neither is this position that I'm in right now. Let's see if I can get over here. Oh look, Aaron's got it for me. That was a nice one. Thank you, Aaron.
Before it falls down any further.
Would be a bit of a hassle. Just dislocate my arm here, and look at that, lovely adit. Now, right at the start of the mine here, I'm going to try and focus in on it here, but there is a vein of quartz running right into the mine. I'm running the camera up it now. This will be why they dug in here. I found that, and the early miners, possibly even an individual prospector, came in and they would have only been able to do so much on their own, which is why these mines all got amalgamated down into the 4 big ones. And the Ivanhoe was one of those, of the larger mines, named after some old books that were in the miners' camps. There was the Ivanhoe, Talisman, Woodstock, and another one beginning with K, which just eludes my mind at the moment. We're about to head in here now. Aaron's already gone in, so I haven't heard from him for a minute or so. So hopefully it goes in a decent way. TOK 94. I wonder if that was written in 94 and they were doing testing then. What have we got over here? Looks like kind of a stoped out area. Oh, it's another entrance. What's over the top of this rock? Not a great deal. They've just poked a hole through here. Perhaps there was a little vein of quartz that they followed through. But anyway, the main tunnel is down this way. Oh, there's a bit of a stopage mine here. Not a very tall stope, but that's what they've done. I can see the quartz there. Now, why have they left that there? It's a bit of a hanging boulder of quartz. Is it just for structural stability? I think Aaron obviously is up here. See his torch.
G'day, mate.
And we've... Hey Aaron.
Don't fall down.
Does it look very deep?
Have a nosy.
So far it looks relatively deep, and yet not as deep as I thought.
Yeah, doesn't go down to the next level, I don't think.
Is it just a sump? Why would they? Oh, maybe they were just... There is a vein that I can see in the wall down there.
Yeah, they must have deemed it profitable to go down now.
Yep. I wonder if there's wonderful things hidden in the sediment down there.
Maybe. You gonna jump down and find out?
Maybe later.
Maybe later?
Just want to warm up my legs.
All good.
I reckon that's only about 6 metres, 5, 6 metres.
Yeah, something.
And once I got down to the last metre, I could, I can jump from there.
You can just jump from here.
Yeah, I would jump from here, but then once I got down to a metre from the ground, well, that's not very far to go.
Just, at least you won't die. Might break a
Be
leg.
very injured, but it would be worth it.
I'll give you some space so you can come past.
Thank you. Yes. That's a nice bit of quartz down there. Can you see it shining in the light? Probably not. We see some of the... Oh, that's got nice dark banding of sulfides through there. Beautiful. Just what you want in your gold ore. What? Sulfides? I think the black is actually manganese. One of the problems they had, there was a lot of silica in the rock, which was, I think it made it hard to process when they were using mercury amalgamation. But then they changed over to cyanide. Far out, look at the bands in that. That is just awesome. Geology is pretty amazing. And even within that, I can see like a pocket of crystals that look really cool. Just small druzy ones, but within that banding it looks pretty awesome. I might have to see if I can find a decent bit to take home, because that's quite unique. Trouble to take anything home is it's all rocks. They're quite heavy. And then you get home, and what are you going to do with it? It's just really a piece of quartz. I suppose you put them out in the garden. Start my own gold processing plant up, maybe. Then you'd need a crusher. It's not a case of just straight out dissolving it into cyanide either. Then you've got to get it from cyanide. I think they use carbon. I think it's carbon they use is from the husks of coconut shells. And that somehow you're able to leach the gold out of the cyanide and into the carbon. Not entirely sure how it works, as you can probably tell. That was quite interesting. Now apparently we've got another, possibly larger level to go and have a look at after this one, which is pretty cool. So we'll get back out here. Oh, Aaron's found a new place to live. You could live there, Aaron.
I mean, it's nice and dry. Probably could live here, to be honest.
Looks like someone's tried already and they've built this wall.
There's a nice piece of quartz over here that has like all these holes in it. Come check it out.
Oh, well. Maybe that's what all this rock is for. It's hiding that nice piece of quartz.
Yeah, it must be.
Alright, so we'll go out the entrance here, and there's another little entrance that we can go through around to the right where Aaron is. It's probably easier than climbing over the wall to have a look at this nice bit of quartz. Yes, I see the entrance here. Now, let's have a look down here. Yes. What have we got? Various random bits of wood. Oh, that is an interesting coloration on that quartz there. Yeah, it's got all these cavities in it. It looks like gas in the quartz, maybe. Bubbles. Interesting crystal formation. Okay. I think we've seen what we can see here. So time for the next thing, which is pretty much straight down here, I believe.
Pretty much.
Talisman Level 6. After coming back down the mountain a bit, we have come across another cool adit here, which we believe is the... I said the last one was the main haulage adit based on the size of the rail, but apparently this one was the main haulage adit. And the rail on this one is back to really thin again. It's like lots of debris on the sides of the tunnel here. And up in the sort of distance where I can see it. It goes very nearly to the top of the mine. I hope that's something that can be got around somehow. Thinking this mine must have been flooded at some time too, considering the amount of mud in here. I think I see standing water, which is not what I want. Gumboots might have been a better idea. Oh, that's horrible, deep mud. And we've also got, seems to be quite an astonishing number of footprints. So, plenty of people have been through here. The question will be, has anyone gone up over there recently? Should be able to tell by looking at these footprints. Not a big fan of this mine so far. What's it going to be like through here? I see a board to walk on, hopefully, once I get a bit further along here. After putting my jumper on, you feel it already warming up down here. Might just be effort and exertion making me warm. Right, so we're on the board, and it does, at least right here, come out of the water. And what does it do up here? Okay. Right. Looks a bit drier down there. I'll just get myself to a bit more stable spot. Looking up there with all that black stuff on the wall. Looks a bit different. Yeah. And how's that mud looking down there? Is it going to be real thick and horrible? Got a bit of a ballroom, kind of very small ballroom. Dug out here. Wonder how far up into here they've gone. Plenty of quartz. In fact, it's mostly quartz, all these boulders that you might be able to see here. Any gold in them? That would be so awesome, guys. I mean, extremely unlikely, but of course it would be awesome. Fantastic looking structure of inside the quartz there, all the banding where different things have precipitated out and crystallized. Nothing here. We've got a bit of a stoked out area. I can see some old timbers up in here. And all inside here, I think, is all quartz. All still remaining, both on the walls and on the ground. Is it going up into the ceiling? I think I can see the banding in the ceiling as well, like a seam going across. I wonder if that's a shaft just up over here. Wouldn't surprise me. What's going on just here? A shaft, or no, I think it's more like just part of the stope has collapsed, maybe where I'm walking on here, I think is what's going on. Otherwise I would have been able to walk across at a lower level. You can hear Aaron echoing out the mine behind me somewhere. So this is quite an extensive. I was saying to Aaron before that I don't usually, if a mine isn't at it, I don't often come across a stope and very far in like this one, exactly like I'm seeing right now. So seems to be the exception to the what I thought was a rule. I didn't think it was a rule, I just thought I hadn't run into anything like this until now. I would say that this would probably still have some good potential if you were to muck all this rock out. I reckon there's probably still some good values of gold in here. Maybe they'll get to it at some point. Shall we walk across there maybe? It's haven't been across there, and also the slope looks slightly less. I hope you can see some of this, but the banding in the quartz is pretty incredible. So at some point, I guess, I need to look into different camera options. As good as the GoPro is, it would be nice if I could zoom in on various parts when I wanted to. Let me get down through here. Looks alright. See torchlight coming from my left. Aaron can't be that far away. MG 014, I wonder if that's Merv, been here in 2014. Hey Aaron.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, we've got an interesting kind of ballroom structure with a stope up here.
That's sounding nice.
Whole bunch of really nice banded quartz. So I climbed right up inside there. Probably nice just to look at the geology in there.
Oh wow. This must have been part of a vein.
Yeah, it's all quartz, so it might be the main mother lode. And once we get down here, down this elevator, you can see a band of quartz right there as well. Well, it's got to be the same structure as the stope. Well, this is interesting and doesn't actually make any sense. We're at the end of the mine, but I was expecting there to be a shaft that we'd be able to look at if this is the main haulage. There's Merv's mark again. 1990. What year would you say that is? It's very hard to read. 98? Okay, so we'll say that's 1998. Merv 1998, and it looks like it says love 1.6. Okay, doesn't make sense to me, but probably to Merv that is perfect sense. And far down there I can see a light. Just not sure whether the light I can see is Aaron's light or the entrance. Either is possible at this stage. You'll notice the headlamp that I'm using, it gives a better light around me, whereas my main big torch is not as good as that, but my main torch can shine a lot further down. So we'll leave Aaron here is just having a look at the stope, but we can start heading out now. Just looking at that quartz there. It's pretty cool. So I'm not looking forward to going back through this mud here anyway. The upside is that it is greyed out. Also, it was a bit harder, now that I've got a headlamp on, It does at least give me an extra hand to use to grip onto something. Much harder than using both hands. One for a camera, one for a torch, and try not to slip. Such cool sounds through this mud. It's only going to get better. Maybe if I step in the footprint so it's already compressed. That's an impressive noise. Back up over here. Oh yeah. I see where we are. Try not to have my bag drag on the roof too much. And try not to get myself completely covered in this thick mud. Back to the board, which is now partially obscured. I'm fully obscured now that I'm standing on it. The water is all murked up underneath. Oh, it's a mid-shin in mud thing. Pretty slow going through this mud.
Thank you.